ready to transform your health through the power of movement? Get ready to be inspired, motivated, and empowered to take charge of your well-being. I'm Ros Lindsey, your host of the Wellness Nurse podcast, and this is the Move and Thrive series, where we explore how physical activity can transform our lives. Whether you're a busy professional, a parent juggling multiple responsibilities, or someone who's just been putting exercise off for years, this series is for you. We'll address common challenges, share practical tips, and provide the motivation you need to get moving. So, are you ready to move and thrive? Let's dive into today's episode and discover how movement can be the key to unlocking your potential for a healthier, happier life. Gabrielle, what initially drew you to enroll in a group personal training, and what do you love about it? What keeps you coming back?
I run retirement villages, so I see the impacts of aging firsthand, and as a consequence, I used to be an exerciser. I've had some osteoarthritis in my ankles, so I needed to ensure that my fitness was better as I got older. This was a perfect opportunity for me because it was at a pace and an age that suited my capacity, and people are fantastic. Finding the right trainer is absolutely essential, and someone who can push you a bit further than you can push yourself.
And in what ways have the personal training group sessions contributed to your mental well-being or to stress relief?
It helps a hell of a lot. I think first thing in the morning you question whether or not you really should be getting out of bed, but then when you do and you get here, it's very, very worthwhile.
Would you recommend personal training group sessions for people with busy schedules?
Oh, absolutely. We in Australia have a propensity to want to feel good about ourselves and our general fitness. We probably don't do it enough. So I would absolutely encourage people to go and do group training and or personal training, depending on their own personal circumstances.
How do you fit it in though with a busy schedule?
We only come to the sessions on a Saturday morning. When I'm in town and not working away, I'll do sessions during the week, which are boxing sessions, and then another couple of personal training sessions. I probably only fit in a couple a week.
So for someone who might be hesitant to try a group fitness session with a personal trainer, what would you say to encourage them to give it a go?
Well, they've got to find their right people. So I would probably get them to try a couple of different ones. And if they find the right group, they feel good about themselves and the people around them, then that's who they'll keep wanting to come back to and gravitate back to.
Tell me, what does a group personal training session involve, and what could someone expect when they participate?
Group training involves a lot of exercise on strength. You'll work on your balance, you'll work on your agility, and all the sorts of things that we need to be able to do everyday functional activities, I guess, which is what we all need.
And what initially drew you to enroll in a group of personal training? And what do you love about it? And what keeps you coming back? I arrived here at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
It was a stormy morning.
Yeah.
Drenched with rain. You all had to get out of bed early. What keeps you coming back?
Well, some mornings are harder to get out of bed. This morning was very wet. It's a little harder. But I guess how my body feels at the end of a session is what keeps me coming back. I initially started because I wanted to do a very long walk. And I'd done lots of walks around the block, but to be able to endure things, we need to work on more than just the same walk around the block. So I keep coming back because at the end, I feel better in my health, in my joints. I feel better in my head. You can have a really bad day, come and do a session and walk out and your mind's quite clear and you feel good. You feel good about things.
And how has participating in the group sessions helped you to connect with others or build a community?
Yeah, I'm a fairly reserved, I guess, person most of the time until I get to know people. And coming into this particular group of people, there's camaraderie from day one. So people encourage you to do a better job. You don't have to be fantastic. You don't have to be an athlete, but people encourage you. We go have a coffee, talk about our week, and it builds connections that way.
So it's really not just about the physical exercise.
No, it's so much more. It is so much more than the physical. It is the connection we have to others and the ability to just sit and have a talk about what's going on and share that with someone.
It's so important to connect.
It is.
In what ways has this group contributed to your mental well-being or to stress relief?
No matter what the day's been like, you get here, whether it's to do a session like we did this morning or a boxing session, you give it all. And then when you walk away, you've had someone encouraging you, tapping you on the shoulder and saying, you're doing a great job. And your body feels better and your head feels clearer. And I go home feeling pretty good, really.
Would you recommend personal training group sessions for busy people?
Yeah, I think the busier we are, the more we're giving to others. So if we're going to give something, give a little bit to ourselves, build that time in and, give that time to yourself to walk away. And when we're energized like that, we can go back and do as good, if not a better job of what we've been doing and give more to.
You're building yourself up.
You walk away from boxing and I always walk away feeling like I'm a little taller.
For someone who may be hesitant to try a group fitness session with a personal trainer, what would you say to encourage them to give it a go?
I was that way when I first started. And what I'd say to you is don't worry about what you can't do. Don't worry about what size you are. Just really concentrate and come along and give it a go and do your best. Nobody expects anything more of you in these sessions than to do your best. And we're all at different levels. Don't worry about that. Give it a go and see how you feel and persist for the first couple of weeks. Because after that, you will find your body will adjust and it'll get easier. It's never easy. Otherwise, you're not working hard enough. Just give it a go.
That's amazing encouragement for people.
I think it's really important to know it doesn't matter where you're at right now, whatever level you're at, you can do a little, you can work a little and get a little better and your joints will feel better and you'll feel clearer in your mind.
It's all about starting small, isn't it?
Yeah, start small and then work bigger. And then you look back in 12 months and go, wow, look how far I've come.
What initially drew you to enroll in a group personal training?
I was walking with my mum many years along the beach, helping her as she was going through her dementia period. And Tom's group was down there all the time, and we'd say hello and good morning. And so I just thought that once Mum went into Ballycara, I thought I'd got to keep going, and I joined the team.
How has participating in this group session helped you to connect with others and build a community?
Oh, many ways. Yeah, many people have been introduced to other clubs, to social events, to travelling away for weekends, etc., together within the group, and running mates, so that on the non-training days you can still exercise with them.
Yeah. Oh, that's terrific. And in what ways has this group contributed to your mental well-being?
It was something that caused me to lose a lot of weight at one point, and so the stress is always relieved by coming to a group session. You can share problems, you can share things that you might not normally share and talk with other people about. I love travelling, so needing to stay fit is an important part of travelling. You can't really travel overseas except if you're not well, and keeping as fit as you can for as long as you can is very important to me.
It enables you to do the things that you want to do.
Yes, exactly. Yes. The beauty about them is if you've got a personal trainer, you might be able to do it 5 a.m. in the morning, you might be able to do it 6 o'clock at night. But if you've got some sort of group session, it makes it easier to come along with. You don't have to attend every one, and oftentimes use a graduated approach, and they take the time to introduce you to the group and get you motivated and moving along. You've just got to give it a go.
For someone who might be hesitant, though, to try a group fitness session with a personal trainer, what would you say to them to encourage them to give it a go?
Well, what are your life goals? Do you wish to stay healthy and fit and try to travel? What are your goals in longer life? You need to be able to recognise the difference of exercise with dementia, with heart conditions, etc. Every journey begins with the first step, and you have to start that first step by taking that first step and give it a go.
It is about starting small and giving it a go,
Yep.
not having high
No,
expectations at
you
the
can't-
first time.
You cannot expect miracles within a month, 2 months. You've just got to keep at it and keep working at it. It took me 6 months before I started running, and now I'm a jogger. So you just got to give it a go.
Wonder what initially brought you to this group?
I was actually out walking on my own 12 years ago at Launton, and Tom was running up and down a hill with a group of people, and he approached me and said, would I like to join? Come along for free, try it out. So, and I've been coming ever since, 12 years.
12 years.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And here you are on this wet, stormy morning. So that is consistency, I've got to say.
Yeah, well, it's very good for us as we get older. You know, that's what we need to do. We need to be consistent and keep our exercise up.
But what keeps you coming back?
With Tom's group, it's the social. Tom gives us a really good hour of exercise. You always get a full hour. There's no doubt you know exactly what time it starts and what time it finishes. We get an hour, and what brings me back is the social side. I work at Redcliffe Hospital. I run an exercise fun and exercise program at the hospital. Tom supports us all the way. If we have an exercise day, he comes along, gives us a hand. So that just keeps me coming back. He's Tom Law himself.
How has participating in this group helped you to connect with others and to build a community?
Well, as I say, in 12 years I've been coming, and I've made a lot of great friends. We holiday together, we trek together. Some of the ladies have come and gone, they've moved, they go to different groups now, but we still connect. As I say, I work at the Redcliffe Hospital, so it's all about community for me. I organise a fun run every year. Tom's group supports it. They volunteer. We're all part of our community.
And in what ways has this group contributed to your mental health and stress relief?
My mum had dementia for 6 years, and she's just passed. And some days it was difficult to get out of bed, but I knew that I had to come, and they've supported me the whole way. The 6 years was a big slog, and I definitely know that exercise contributes to our mental health and our physical health, and to keep fit and strong as we get older. I do Tom's boxing sessions. I try to come twice a week, but I always make sure I get here one night a week. And yeah, you get rid of a lot of stress, and it's nothing better than hitting a good punching bag to get rid of the stress. I still work full time. Tom's sessions start early. I mean, the gym's always available. Most gyms are available 24 hours. So you can always fit in an hour for your own general well-being. Just get out of bed. Just do it. Yeah, just make the first move. Get out of bed. Come down, check it out. You'll be very surprised at how inclusive everybody is and how good it is for you. You always feel good after a session. There's no better feeling than when you walk out of a really good session.
Actually, it was about 14 years ago. I'm 74, nearly 75, and I was 60 and unfit, and I was trying to get fit, and I tried aqua aerobics, and then I saw Tom's Lord one day down at the beach kicking soccer balls, and everybody laughing, and I said, that's it. I'm going to join them. And so I joined them for a session to do the Stampede, and they were so welcoming and so helpful. And I said, that's my village. That's where I want to be. So what keeps coming me back? I'm 74. I've got to keep coming back. I've got health issues. I've had brain surgery. I've had lots of things that have happened in my life. And it's my village. It's the people I know. I've met really, really good friends. My friend Lena, who goes to Tom's Law, is 87 in January. We traveled together. We met here. I have another friend that we met here. And I had no one because my husband died 10 years ago, but I'd been through life of abuse. So you have to overcome everything. You take a step, you get out, and you just do it. And it doesn't matter. When I first joined the gym, I started off at the gym, and I went to a boxing session, and the personal trainer said to me, oh, you can't do this. He said, no. But every day I went back, and they said, run around the room, and I waddled around the room because I was a lot bigger than I am now. And I waddled every single day until I could run around the room. But it's what you do. You've just got to, it's not about being fit or being slim or being anything. It's about having the endurance to survive life, because old age requires endurance. And that's what we all need. Tom's Law is a village, and we love it. My mental health is only stable because of Tom's Law and because of stress relief. I couldn't take you through the lifetime I've had, but it's
It's the stability. It's the stress relief. If I didn't get up and go to Tom's Law, I'd curl up in a corner in a fit of anxiety and depression. So that's what it is. It keeps you there.
It sounds like it's been life-saving.
Tom doesn't realise what a lifesaver he is.
I'm starting to get that picture. He is much loved in this community, and he means a lot more to people than physical health.
Oh, absolutely. It's because he creates the village, because it's not just about personal training or money. It's about the village. Just take the step outside the door, join up, do it, and walk in there with a happy face and say, here I am, and please, help me and I'll do what I can. Just take step after step every day. You don't have to run fast. You don't have to walk fast. You just have to get up off the floor and do it one step at a time. What they can expect is that everybody will welcome them, that they'll come along, they'll have fun, they'll laugh. No one cares if you can't do it. No one worries if you're behind. No one worries if you're last. I'm always last. It doesn't matter. Everyone tries to beat me, so it's really good. It's friendly competition. It's laughter. It's a social thing. We all go to coffee afterwards, so come for the coffee.